Hey, it's ZerO at PG Zone HD, and welcome to today's video. We're going to be opening up a total of 13 items, including 11 blind boxes and 2 Playdoh Surprise Eggs. Now we're going to start the video off by opening up the Spongebob Blind Box first. And as always, we're going to start the video off showing you some of the figures that you can get from the mini faces of SpongeBob, and we're definitely still looking for the idiot box. We haven't gotten this guy, we haven't gotten this one, and we haven't gotten mermaid pants. So there's only 3 left, and I think, if I counted correctly, I think I have 7 of these left, so we have a few chances. Alright, so this was one I wasn't sure if I had gotten or not, and I definitely did, and I would have remembered this. So this was actually the 4th one that we haven't gotten. This is Pickles, a 3 and 24 with his underoos over his head. So you can actually kind of move that around a little bit, but that's a really great way to start off today's video. That was one I was looking at it and I'm like, did I get that one? I'm not sure, because I think I was thinking about the maid right there where you can see his underoos. That's kind of why I got a little mixed up on that one. Next up, we have the other Kid Robot blind box. This is the Mechtorians minifigure series number 2. I say the other one. We have so much Kid Robot out on the table right now. So here's a look at some of the different figures. We did get the Reginald Clawfoot, the 1 in 48 in the other video. And this was provided as a sample from Kid Robot to show you guys on the channel. Big thanks to them for that. And we got the Caterpillar, nice. So in the last video, I said the one I'd really like to see is the Caterpillar. And he's got some little accessories. I think his mustache is in there. So let me get this put on real quick. I'm really excited that we got this guy just because I really wanted to see what he looked like. It is such a crazy looking figure. Of course, he's a metal robotic caterpillar. And according to his card, he's a gambler as well. So there you go, Carter P, Caddy P, the gambler. All right, so next up we have Moes Tavern. This is, of course, The Simpsons Kid Robot. And, you know, I didn't say in the last video, if I had to pick one character I would really like to see, you know, I really like Homer, everybody loves Homer, but if I had to pick one, I'd really like to see this Moe right here, just because he's got this crazy looking hat on. But let's go ahead and get this opened up. And inside, we have a tear strip right there. I was getting ready to say we don't have a tear strip. And we got Homer, nice. All right, so we got Homer and his mug right here. And there's a look at his shirt that says, I love beer. So, classic Homer Simpson. And here's a look at the back. And you know what's really interesting about this figure is his hair. He actually has 2 little strands of hair on the top of his head. So that was a really nice touch. Instead of just painting them on there, they actually made 2 strands of hair for him. I thought he had 3 strands. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is just 2. But next up, we have the Star Wars Vinylmation series number 1. Here's a look at some of the different figures. Still looking for the Yoda and another chaser. So we'll see what we get today. And we got Boba Fett again. So we did get this one in another video recently, and since I do have a few extras of this one, I can go ahead and open one more for you guys. Here we go, take 2, final one of this for today's video, and I only had 1 extra, so this will be the only time I can open another one. So it looks like we got Princess Leia, however you want to say it. And here's a look at her, and of course these don't have a name on the bottom, but it does have a date. These are from 2010, so a pretty old blind box for sure. So there is our Princess Leia for today. Next up we have the Kid Robot DC mini series. Here's a look at the back of the box, and you know, if I had to pick one for today, I'd really like to see either maybe the Harley Quinn, or I think that's Daredevil. He's a 1 in 40. He's actually one of the harder ones to collect. I think that's Daredevil, just judging from the D on his shirt and the fact that he has a red shirt on. So I'm assuming that's who that is. And right here's our tear strip, and we got the Daredevil. I think this is Daredevil. Somebody comment and tell me if I'm wrong about that. But again, he's the 1 in 40. And I love how they add the little red blush. He's got a red nose and red blush on his cheeks. That's a nice little touch for this guy. And, you know, he actually, his skin, it looks the same as the green one that we opened recently. I can't, you know, that's one I don't know the name of. I think maybe that's the Thing. I don't know though for sure. I haven't read the comments yet. Like, I'm recording these videos all on the same day, so if you guys already commented and told me who that was, I haven't seen the comment yet. Next up, we have the Muppets. And let's go ahead and get this opened up. And inside we got, oh, nice. All right, so this is definitely not Gonzo. Who is this? I don't know the name of this one, unfortunately. Does it say it on the bottom? Dr. Teeth. Okay, so there you go. It's been probably 20-something years since I actually watched anything to do with the Muppets, but I know Kermit, Miss Piggy. I think I know who Gonzo is. So there's a few Muppets that I'm aware of. The Penguin is another one. We did get Dr. Strange Pork in another video that I had never heard of. All right, so next up we have the Kid Robot Street Fighter series, and we do have some Street Fighters back here in the back. And I can't remember if this is the last blind box or if I have one more, but definitely don't have very many more of these. We never got the 1 in 80 M Bison, which is very disappointing that we never got that one. I would absolutely be thrilled if we got that in today's video, but I highly doubt it. A 1 in 80 means you'd have to buy several cases of these, unfortunately, to get it. And it looks like we got Zangief. I never knew how to say his name when I was playing Street Fighter as a kid. I think it's Zangief, something like that. I'm close enough. Somewhere in that ballpark is Zangief. Rawr. He looks very angry, doesn't he? Definitely looks like he's about to street fight somebody. And he ripped off my caterpillar's mustache. So angry about that. So next up we have the Cinderella blind box. We did get Cinderella in the last video, finally. And, you know, I think we've gotten most of the figures from this series, so I don't think there's a lot of new ones left. Let's see who we get today. Okay, so this one, I think we have gotten this one. This is Bruno, but it's been a very, very long time since I got him. I love his expression. His one eye is shut and his one eye is like, where is he looking? So here's a look at the back. He's got kind of like a rat tail. It's kind of an odd choice for a supposed doggy. But there's a look at our Bruno. I love how they did his nails. Actually, it's like the darker brown right there. It actually makes it look like he's got paws. All right, so one blind box is hiding back there from me is the Kid Robot Craptacular series. I love these blind boxes. There's a 1 in 96 monkey, and then we have Krang or Kronos is also the 1 in 96. Those are going to be your incredibly hard to get figures. And if I had to pick one that I'd really like to see, I've actually not even looked at these thoroughly. You know, if I had to pick one, oh wow, look at Lisa with the sideways cap. I'd probably like to see either Lisa or Mr. Burns. We did get the Ned, which was really awesome. That would have been one that I would have loved to have gotten. But today we got Homer. So this one looks like he's like going skiing or something. I don't know what this is about. Oh, it's the Mr. Plow. Okay. So this was, of course, an episode of The Simpsons where he had a snowplow to go clear the streets with. And that was such a funny episode of The Simpsons. I really enjoyed that episode. All right, so moving on along, we have the Nursery Rhymes series. This is the Vinylmation Disney Vinyl 3-inch collectible figure. What year is this one? Does not say. So there you go. Oh, here's the figures. Don't want to forget to show you guys. There it is. I'll have to say, out of this series, I loved the 3 little mice. I also loved the figure that's right next to it, the star that's flying into the sky. That one really stood out to me. It's one of my favorite Vinylmations as well. But today we got, who do we get? We got Humpty Dumpty. This is actually a new one. And I'm wondering, is this the chaser? Because he's on the front of the box. Oh, he's not. He's right there, but this is a new one. So, you know what's really funny about this? If you look at it, he's got these little tiny legs. This is the brick wall, and he's sitting on the brick wall with these tiny little legs. And it looks like he's already fallen once because he's got this crack with a band-aid on it, and he's got these little tiny arms, and it looks like maybe this is like a little hat and some clouds in the sky. That is a really, really nice figure. Really enjoyed that one. All right, so our final blind box, and then we have 2 Playdoh Surprise Eggs. We have the Disney Vinylmation Urban number 3. And this one, I really like the palm tree one. We've gotten some really weird figures out of this one. Some really weird ones, to say the least. And this is one that doesn't have a tear strip. I want to just smack myself in the head for not remembering that. I really need to remember that next time. Oh, wah, wah, wah. So we got this one in the last video. Unfortunately, I don't have enough of these to keep opening them, but there's our Dan Howard whatchamacallit. So if Dan Howard, if you're watching this video, please let us know what in the world this was supposed to be. And so now that I got the table all cleaned off, we're gonna open our first Play-Doh egg. And wow, this Play-Doh is actually pretty crispy. It's going in the trash after this one. All right, so for this egg, we got a couple interesting things inside of here. We have a whatchamacallit, and we also have the trash pack. So let's go ahead and open the trash pack first. This is, it says 3 magnets in every series. And it says minimum $2 app upgrade inside. I wonder what that means. I guess there's maybe a trash pack app. So it looks like for our trash pack guy, we got this one right here. And I don't have the slightest idea what that's supposed to be. I can't even guess. Maybe it's an iron? I don't know. From looking at the back, it looks a little bit like a flat iron or something, but I have no idea. But here's gonna be the main event for what you get inside of here. You get these 3 magnets that you can stick to your refrigerator. You get the foul fish bowl, you get the feral fridge, and then you get the gunk pumpkin. Of course, I say you get, but these are all random odds. I don't know why I said it like that. You also get this guy right here, and this one looks kind of like an angry fish who's not happy with his food. And I don't know if you guys can scan that or not, but first come, first serve if you can. So I don't know if that works through the computer screen or not. All right, so for our next item, we have, what is this? Rocket World? Death from Above is what it says. IWG Airborne. And I think I've opened one of these in the past, and it's like a guy with a parachute, I think. It's something weird. Okay, so yeah, we got a monkey with a parachute, apparently. And let's go ahead and get the monkey out so we can take a better look at him. And he's a little bendable. You can bend him just a little bit, and he comes with this parachute, so you can actually like throw him off of things and he'll float down, I guess, is the thought here. Here's a look at his, I guess it's a bullseye with a paw on it parachute. So there you go. Let's throw him in the bag. Oh, it actually works. Cool. All right, so it's functional. All right, so for our next Play-Doh Surprise Egg, as you can see, this Play-Doh's on its last leg. It's going right in the trash. That's the great thing about having old Play-Doh laying around, is I can do fun stuff like mix them up and make really neat looking eggs. But let's see, we got the Skylander Tops Swap Force dog tag, and then we have this. This is a Kid Robot surprise pack. They don't do a lot of surprise packs, but inside is a Breakers, I guess is what this thing is called. And these are really weird. These are not some of my more favorite surprise packs for sure, but let's take a look at this first. Okay, so we have a dance pad, apparently, that he can dance on. And then this is our breaker. And they're called breakers, I'm assuming because they're dance breaking, maybe? And oh my gosh, there we go. Finally got that out of there. And he's pink, but he looks really purple in the camera. But he's actually pink in front of my eyes and purple in the camera. It's very unusual. The pink and the purple do that for some reason with this camera. But as you can see, he's breakdancing. Voila, that's what that is. And then for our final item of the day, we have a dog tag to show you. And we got this one. So I'm gonna get it out of the package so we can take a better look at it. And from looking at the name on the back, we got Slobber Tooth. And there's a look at Slobbertooth, and I remember playing with him on one of the Skylander games, and he wasn't the best character to say the least. He wasn't that great, but there's a look at our final item of the day, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video for today. If you did, be sure and press that like button. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. It helps out so much. But this is ZerO, and as always, thank you for stopping by.